Day 10. I am currently leaving work, so I'm not going to be focusing so much on watching the camera lens, but driving. I have a not early, but I have a doctor's appointment in the middle of the day, so I went to work and now I'm going to do that. Fun times, right? So the few clips that were before this are going to just be a little bit of like my drive into work. So like I've said, I work in Baltimore City. Yeah, I work in Baltimore City. I work near the World Trade Center, if you know the city at all. So I'm like 2 blocks from the harbor, so it's easy to just walk over to the harbor. Yeah, and then since I will be off of work and home before the little wee one gets home, I think I'm going to record a podcast. Because I have things that I need to wrap, but I want to show them also in the podcast. So that's where I'm kind of standing there. Also, I do not put stuff in the down bar, like about the patterns I'm making or designers or yarn. Like, I don't put links, I don't put anything. That's really terrible. I don't have anything down there. So if you ever have any questions about any of the stuff I've shown you, just, leave a message down there and I promise I will get back to you about what it was. Yeah, so that's about it. Day 10. It is raining here right now. My thing says it's 64 degrees outside. It's actually pretty warm. They're calling for snow tonight. I don't think it's till later. I think it'll probably flurry if it does anything, and then it'll all be gone before the morning. So I won't even be able to show you that. It would be nice to have a little bit of snow and record a little bit of that for the Vlogmas, but if it happens, it happens. You can't force the weather unless you're Elsa from Frozen. So, all right, here you go. Go ahead and sit down. Let me see what you get. Do you know what day it was, Hayes? 10. Yeah.
One that you tried to open yesterday.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
You already know what it was.
The same thing as the other one.
It's not the same, is it?
The ram?
Oh, maybe that's what the thing goes between the two. I think I'm recording sideways. I'm not quite sure. Oops. Ooh, what'd you get? Polar bears. Cute. Polar bears. Alright, Hayes. Day 10. So, I realized that I've never made one of these for our own tree. I've made them many a times. I showed them on my first Vlogmas, 3 years ago. And I've never made one for us. So, I have all these beads. I have green, pink, all kinds of colors. And then I have, I have 2 in here that are done. There's this one with the silver thread and white and clear beads. And then I have this one that's with white thread, white and silver thread, and pink beads. So the thread is like this. I can't remember. Let me pause it. Okay, so this is some of the thread I have. I don't know the difference between the two because they seem like they say 10 as a size and 5 as a size, but I can't tell the difference. So these are like silver with silver strands, and then this one is just really all silver. I don't remember where I got this either. This one is more like gold and cream. Some of them were these labels, but I have no clue what the difference is between those two. So, yeah. So I don't know which color I want on our tree. I'm thinking maybe a mix of the green beads. That'll be fun. everybody, it is now the end of day 10. I was showing you the Christmas ornaments and I finished ours. Well, I did not finish ours. The knitting part is all done. Let me show you. So I decided to alternate the red and the clear when I was picking up them. It's like 170 beads you use, right? So 170 beads, I was alternating the color, and I thought that was how I had done one previously, and they would line up, so I'd have circles of red and circles of clear. They weren't white, they're clear. I must have done something wrong because they're not alternating the way I thought they were going to alternate. So I have finished knitting my little ornament ball sack. That's for Chevis. If you've watched her podcast, Chevy Rell stuff, she likes saying the word ball sack a lot. Ball sack. I'll say it one more time. Ball sack. Ornament cover. I don't have any of my clear ornaments because they are in a room where the door makes a lot of noise and it's near where Z sleeps. I'm not trying to wake her up. So I will have to get one of the clear ornaments out tomorrow or the next day, and I will pop that in for you. So you pop the ornament into the hole. This is now on, you take the last stitches you have left, you draw your yarn through it, and I have my tapestry needle still here. You pop the ornament through, you pull it tight, and you close it up. It's pretty amazing how it works. It doesn't look like it's gonna look like anything. And what happens is when you're knitting this, the beads kind of stay to the inside, because when you knit to where you need to knit, you slide a bead to it, it kind of stays on the inside. So they're all kind of on the purl side right now, right? So when you pop that ornament in there and it's really tight, it pops the beads out to the knitted side of the fabric. That's one of the tips she gives you in the pattern, which I guess people might freak out if they didn't know that it did that, because I probably would freak out if I didn't know that either. So it was a great tip to have in there. One of the other tips that she gives is for beading your string, like putting all your beads onto your string. She suggests using some sewing thread. So you take some sewing thread, you tie it on to the end of your yarn that you're using, and then you use a very smaller, like not a tapestry needle, a smaller needle, like a sewing needle, and you pick up your stitches with the little sewing needle, you pull them through first onto the sewing thread, and where the little knot is that you tied it to your real yarn, it just slips right over it. It's really pretty amazing how that works too. It makes beading your yarn a whole lot easier. So yeah, so I'll have to show you guys the finished product of this. I'm just having some tea in my cute mug, and I am working on, oh, they're on top of my cat. My cat is in my lap. Working on these socks, which I just, these are the ones I usually have at work, but I thought I was gonna knit a little before my doctor's appointment, but I got there kind of right on time, so I didn't. So I'm gonna be working on these and heading to bed. I just recorded 4 minutes of footage. That's a lot. All right, y'all. Until tomorrow. Bye.